adventure, sports, outdoors. With host Billy Canterbury.
There I was, back in the wild again, and I felt right at home where I belong. I had that feeling coming over me again, just like it happened so many times before. Yeah.
Welcome back to another edition of Adventure Sports Outdoors. I am here in the great Redwood Forest of Northern California. Join me today as we experience what used to be called the murder capital of the world in the 1970s, Santa Cruz, California, where surfing was first brought from Hawaii by 3 Hawaiian princes in 1885. We're going to explore the Redwood Forest, Santa Cruz, surfing, and much more. Stay tuned for a great show.
Adventure Sports Outdoors is brought to you in part by Corsall Lumber, manufacturers of quality hardwood products, buyers of standing timber in Smithfield. Kelleher's Irish Pub and Eatery, located on Peoria's riverfront, open 11 a.m. daily. The Peoria Sportsman's Club, delicious dinners every Tuesday from 5:30 till 7:30 and Friday from 6 till 8 on beautiful Spring Lake in Manitou, Illinois. Goodwill, supporting our veterans with job placement assistance, health, housing, and resource referrals. And the General Wayne A. Downing Home for Veterans, all because you shop and donate. Our thanks to all of these sponsors.
Here in Santa Cruz, California, where surfing was first brought to the mainland in 1885 by 3 teenage Hawaiian princes. And they surfed on redwood boards. As I give surfing a try for the very first time, you're probably going to see me stumble and fall a few, but that's what you got to do in order to catch a wave.
Hawaiians held surfing to be sacred, considering that the rising waves can take you down at any time. But without that risk, there is no reward for riding on the edge. On the edge between death and flying free is a balance that calls everybody, in one way or another, to find oneness with Mother Nature.
Okay, this is it.
It has been an honor to surf for the very first time in this location, due to the iconic history and professional surfers who have surfed this beach for well over 100 years.
As they say in Hawaii, you know, this is a lot like hunting. A lot of times you get out there and you might not see anything or, you know, shoot anything. But at least you're getting out there. And when you're out here, it's the same concept. At least you're getting out here. You know, you might not catch those waves you want to catch. You might not even stand up on your board. But at least you're getting out here and you're being amongst nature and becoming one with nature, Mother Earth, and the splendor that she has to offer. Life's a lot like riding the wave. We gotta, endure the journey out here, do what it takes, and then we're able to catch those waves once in a while and experience that bliss.
My name's Justin Kahn. We're out here in Santa Cruz, California, surfing here, Steamer Lane. Tide's pretty high, so it's making it really bumpy, but there's waves and swell filling in, so it's really fun.
All right, man. So, have you surfed this for a while?
I've been surfing here for around a year and a half, 2 years now, so I know this wave fairly well.
Okay. Pretty dangerous.
It can be, yeah, especially when you go towards the cliff a little bit closer.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to hit that.
All right. But there's been quite a few, I guess 100 deaths here since 1965.
Oh yeah, I mean I didn't really know that statistic, but I don't doubt that whatsoever.
Okay, man. Well, did you surf before 2 years ago?
No, I've been surfing for probably 11 years.
For about 11 years?
Yeah, quite some time.
Where'd you surf before here?
Yeah, I started surfing in Huntington Beach, California.
Okay.
Down south, and I grew up there. Got to surf those beach breaks, and then now I'm taking it over here, point breaks and stuff, so it's super fun.
Awesome. Warmer down there?
It's a bit warmer, for sure.
A bit warmer?
Yeah, I definitely like the cold water, though. It makes it, exciting.
More intense.
Exactly.
You get more a refreshing feel, probably.
Totally.
All right. And down south, you didn't have to wear a wetsuit?
No, I wore a wetsuit still
Okay.
down there, just not as thick.
Yeah, okay.
The wetsuits are thicker than I wear up here.
But Hawaii, they don't have to wear wetsuits, right?
No wetsuits usually, yeah, you can just go in board shorts.
And that thing.
Illinois, so what is it?
Illinois. Where are you from?
We just moved here. I'm from Germany originally.
Okay.
But we moved here a couple of months ago.
Awesome.
Pretty chill area, good vibes. So.
Okay. You and your girl?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
And so, had you been here before?
Yeah, I did an internship in Silicon Valley and then came out here to surf and loved it. So that's what came back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And your name again?
Chris.
Chris.
Nice to meet you, man.
You too, sir. You too, sir.
Yeah, have a good day, bro.
Yeah, you too. You guys gonna be? You think this is a permanent, or are you just gonna be here for
for
experience?
A few years and then let's see.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's a good town. It's
Cool,
a good
cool.
vibe.
Yeah,
so
man, meeting
definitely recommend to come down here.
Awesome. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Cheers.
Friday's the day to be. It's gonna be a super big south swell. Everywhere's gonna be going off.
Awesome, man. What's the south swell?
South swell, so we're coming into summer now, so that means all of the storm activity is happening in the South Pacific, and the swells are coming in from the south
Okay.
versus the north where they come in from the winter.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so, is it high tide or low tide?
Well, the tide changes throughout the day,
Okay.
so but the swell is kind of more of a long period type of deal, long period ocean weather.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And do you know anything about this guy or what this is about?
I actually don't.
You don't?
I know
Okay.
that they like to dress him up. So
Oh, okay.
on Halloween they'll put a pumpkin on his head.
Oh, okay.
Or Christmas they'll put a Santa hat on him. During the pandemic he had a mask.
All right. So he's probably just a representation of all surfers.
Yeah, yeah.
And okay, cool.
Yeah.
And the princess from Hawaii brought surfing.
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Okay.
Just over there at Cowell's. So throughout this whole area, over there in Cowell's, it was 3 Hawaiian princes came from Hawaii, and they came and brought surfing to the continental United States for the first time. And there's a whole museum over there at the lighthouse. If you follow the path all the way up,
Yeah.
at the end of the lighthouse there's a museum dedicated to the history of surfing out here.
Awesome.
So definitely do check it out if you're around.
true outdoorsmen in this area are surfers. And when they're not surfing, they are definitely fishing.
Any luck today?
Caught one short halibut.
One short halibut.
Yeah. It's a small one
All right.
on a swim bait.
So are those different than Alaska?
Yeah.
Halibut?
California halibut. Different. They're smaller. They're almost like a flounder. They're close to like a fluke.
Okay.
Like that they catch in like Texas and that kind of area.
Awesome.
A legal halibut out here is about 22 inches.
22 inches.
Yeah.
All right.
The surfers here are about as abundant as the sea lions. And if you don't know any better, you might get them confused.
Hi, I'm Dave Barth with your Sportsman's Tip of the Week. There's been a lot of advancements in the last few years on concealed carry handguns. And here we have a few examples of some of the new pistols on the market. This is a Sig Sauer. It's a P238. It's a 380. It's an inline magazine. It's small, compact, has a manual safety and night sights. Then they make these in half a dozen different colors. Black and black, black and silver, wood grip, synthetic grips. And the big brother to this pistol is the SIG 938. It's a 9mm. It's an inline magazine, manual safety, and night sights. In fact, the safety is ambidextrous on this particular pistol. Nice, small, compact, quality pistol. And here's something new in the last few years. These have been really hard to get. They're freeing up a little bit. This is a 365. This particular pistol is a staggered magazine, holds 10 rounds of 9mm. Small, compact, very, very nice pistol. Smith & Wesson offers this pistol in a 380 if you have weak hands, arthritis. This is the EZ model. It has a real easy to cock slide. It has a grip safety, a manual safety. The slide locks back when it's empty. It has high-vis sights, loaded chamber indicator, and it's a good choice. Lightweight pistol. Ruger's made these for a few years. This is a turquoise model. They make them in all different colors. It's called the EC9. It's a 9mm, has a manual safety. They also make them without the safety if you want just the trigger safety and a firing pin block safety. Then a new pistol on the market is from Glock. It's a two-tone. It's a model 43X at 9mm. It has an inline magazine that holds 10 rounds. The magazine release is ambidextrous. It has a lever trigger safety on the trigger. It has night sights. It has a firing pin block safety. Nice quality pistol, thin, compact, lightweight. I'm Dave Barth with your Sportsman's Tip of the Week.
You know something? In the movie The Lost Boys, it is referenced that Santa Carla is the murder capital of the world. Well, they weren't wrong about that. Santa Carla, used in disguise for the town of Santa Cruz, really was the murder capital of the world. When making the iconic film The Lost Boys, it was originally supposed to have more of a Peter Pan theme, as well as being more like the movie The Goonies that was filmed just 2 years prior. What makes the synchronicity and connection to the Lost Boys even weirder is that my Uncle Herschel, on my mom's side of the family, lived on a mountain that overlooked Santa Cruz, a lot like the grandpa in the movie The Lost Boys lived on a mountain that overlooked Santa Carla. I took a trip to the most iconic comic book store in the world, Atlantis Fantasy World, that is still owned by the original owner, Joe, who was also a musician. This place was used in the movie The Lost Boys, where Joe plays himself. And from what I hear, he looks a lot like the grandpa these days. It was a lot of fun to step in and get some knowledge from one of the employees and pick up a comic book copy of the original comic prop used in the movie, which is on display to this day. From what I understand, it's priceless.
We have replicated the vampire comic pages used in the movie.
Excellent.
But these 3 pages was all there ever was. And you can tell here, this is the inside cover of our prop. It's signed by the cast and crew. And you can see page 1 is vanity page 1.
Yeah.
And then we've also included some of our behind-the-scenes photos and stories about the filming.
In a way, we're all of the characters in one way or another at different times.
At different stages of our lives,
Yeah.
exactly.
We'll all be grandpa someday.
And there's the original location there where the film was filmed.
Comics are always good fuel for the imagination, especially if you're setting for a long time, like in a deer stand or fishing. I owe Tricia of Atlantis Fantasy World a special thank you for her expertise and the insight that she was able to bestow upon us at Adventure Sports Outdoors. We appreciate everything you do, Tricia, and we are humbled to hear about your 12 years of experience working at Joe's place and helping him out. It was great to get to know you. We hope that you continue to spread that love, joy, and inspiration of imagination to other fellow comic book lovers. There are a few different Redwood Forest parks in Northern California. This in particular is Henry Cowell State Park. Now, the largest redwood trees are about 200 miles north. I'm standing in front of this ancient being to show you the enormous size of it. These ancient creatures are the tallest living things on Earth. Most of these are 15 to 1800 years old. And the oldest are well over 2,000 years old. The tallest living things on Earth. And a lot of them were born hundreds of years before Jesus Christ. I am currently in the Redwood Forest, where these ancient giant creatures still exist today. Wow, what an incredibly majestic ancient forest. This place reminds me of the forest planet in the movie Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. You can really let your mind wander into places that you've never imagined before in a place like this. What an incredible forest. Places like this need to be preserved and taken care of, so future generations can enjoy not just this place, but understand how important it is to take care of nature and preserve it, for it is our greatest teacher. It only takes a bit of a sprinkle of imagination in a place like this. Because when you're here, this place really does all the work for you and will take you back into a time in history that you didn't know existed.
This is the shallower part of the lake right here. We'll make a swing through here and turn around and go back down into this deeper and make a swing. And usually on that side of the bank over there's a lot of trees and stuff in there. Crappie usually hang out in there pretty good. But we'll see if we can find them first. Once we find them, then we'll stop, and we need to fill that bucket full.
I know we do.
I think I got one hitting at it. There he is.
Hey, you got one. Hey, the first fish of the day.
That's about right. The owner of the lake getting the first one. He's got him trained. He feeds them at night, I think.
That's the rite of passage.
Yeah. I tried to chum them up a little bit last night.
Oh, nice fish. Nice crappie.
Crappie.
Yeah.
And Jim just won.
And Jim just got one. Yeah, he just won.
Let's try and break out
the basket. The very first fish of the day.
All right.
Hey, Jimmy, tell everybody what you got here at your place. You're down in Summum, Illinois, and this, of course, is the famous Fay Raleigh burial site. At least we think so. But how many acres you got back here?
Well, this lake here is about 40 acres. I own actually 72 acres out here. And I'm along this lake, and another guy. It's kind of split up between us. So
there's one.
You got one? Pat's got one.
Got one.
Let's see. Let's take a look here.
Mr. Fish has got one. Look out.
Mr. Fish.
Oh, look at that huge thing.
Well, it's your first fish
It's a crappie,
today.
though. Yeah, it's a crappie.
Yeah. Show everybody what you're using today, Pat.
Okay, I'm using a little small. This is good because I can catch bass and or crappie with it. And a bluegill, a nice bluegill hit that right there. Just a nice
that way you're prepared
swim
for
bait.
both
Yeah.
crappies and bluegills. You got one, Pat?
Yeah, there's one. On my altar line, I only got 2-pound test on this, so I got to be careful.
Bring him up here.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I probably should, but... Oh, there we go.
Hey, what's he going to weigh?
Not bad on
2 pounds?
Oh, yeah. I got him.
Let's take a look at him.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, that's about 3/4 pound to
Now,
a
that's
pound.
an eater.
That's a good eater. Okay. Oh, I got one right from underneath that log. Here he comes. He's been swimming with me.
About the same size as that last one.
Yeah.
Hey, a little smaller.
Yeah, I don't know. A little bigger, isn't it?
You're a fisherman. You can say whatever you want. And get away with it.
Yeah. That's nice fillets on these.
Oh.
These are great. On that baked bass I have in a white wine sauce with some breadcrumb. Boy, these sizes.
Whoop, I got one on my pole.
Okay.
Yep. Well, Jimmy's got it.
Let me get the camera for you.
Yeah, that's all right. Let Jimmy get it in. Get her in, Jim. Well, we're all hung up.
You got her tangled up in the net. You got to get her out. All right.
There you go. It looks like a nice crappie.
Yep.
That's what we were after.
There we go.
Pretty decent crappie. Oh, it's a good crappie.
Oh, it's a great crappie.
Good crappie.
Good catch there, Harry.
Yeah.
Good catch, Harry.
Do a selfie on the video.
Yeah.
Let me get a picture of you with it.
No, that's all right. We're going to get more.
There's your fish.
That's my fish.
There you go.
Good job, Jim.
You had that lure just the right spot out there.
Now that's a good looking crappie. Good, healthy fish.
Yeah.
Well, this water is
really
clear,
nice
cold.
They like to enjoy.
Oh, we got another one. Whoop, got another one. Throw him on the floor there.
We got a bucket back here. Come on.
I think we found them.
Yeah. Come on, get out of there.
That's a nice crappie.
Nice, another nice one. Yep, about like the one I got, or
Right,
you.
the same spot too.
About like the one you got.
Whoa,
Whoa boy, that's a good look. Pat, look at that.
Oh
one.
yeah.
That's a nice one. Wow.
Boy, you know what? Everybody sees a good fish there. I see a good dinner.
Oh yeah.
Let's take a look. Oh, he's nice.
I got a
Jim.
recipe for that. Oh, here's a good one, Harry. This is
Got
yours.
one? Got one on mine? Go ahead, bring it in. I'm just watching and enjoying this.
Harry,
Go
I'm
right
sorry, but I saw one hit on your pole.
Yeah.
I give you my best crappie pole, and I can't resist. Look at that.
That's
Look
a
at
keeper.
that.
It's a keeper. Good one.
Yeah.
Good fish.
Isn't this great?
Let's take a look at the picture, the coloration of that fish.
Isn't this great?
They're just so pretty.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I finally got a fish.
Well, cameraman, I thought you were going to bring our buddy. Oh yeah, look at that. That's big.
Look at her. That's a nice.
That's a nice crappie. Swing it this way and I'll get it for you, Harry.
Here, I'll get it. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great job.
That's a good fish.
Yeah.
You got one again?
Mm-hmm.
Got another one?
Yeah, I'm just jigging right underneath the boat with this ice rigging jig.
Huh.
And actually caught onto one finally.
Oh, I got one too.
You got one?
Okay, we're right in that spot.
See you, Jimmy.
Yours out there, Harry? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't know how big he is, but
Does he feel like a good one?
no, not really that big.
Same one?
He's a fish, though. Oh, a little bass.
Little bass, huh?
Hey, there you go.
Little bass.
Now, do you eat those? I know Pat eats those.
Oh, yeah.
You want to get them thinned out, don't you, Jimmy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That'd
You
make a
don't
good
want-
little fillet on him there.
You don't want too many of them in the lake because they can
Get too many of them
overpopulate.
small ones, you know. And so I leave the bigger ones, the spawners and everything, but
Yeah.
kind of weed them out a little bit there.
Yeah, that's a good little eater.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that fish. I caught a bass a minute ago. He got off.
Yeah, looks like a crappie.
Crappie, good.
Oh,
He's a
nice
gold.
one.
Good crappie.
Oh, yeah. We wouldn't have fooled around, would we, Jim, if we knew that?
Oh, no.
Oh, that's bigger. I think that's the biggest one we got.
Adventure Sports Outdoors is brought to you in part by Corsall Lumber, manufacturers of quality hardwood products, buyers of standing timber in Smithfield. Kelleher's Irish Pub and Eatery, located on Peoria's riverfront, open 11 a.m. daily. The Peoria Sportsman's Club, delicious dinners every Tuesday from 5:30 till 7:30 and Friday from 6 till 8 on beautiful Spring Lake in Manitou, Illinois. Goodwill, supporting our veterans with job placement assistance, health, housing, and resource referrals. And the General Wayne A. Downing Home for Veterans, all because you shop and donate. Our thanks to all of these sponsors.
This sport certainly is not easy, but it's certainly a fun one. Anything that's not easy, it's probably worth it. Put in a little effort, and you'll get a lot of results. So this is another first for Adventure Sports Outdoors. We hope you enjoyed watching me fall down. Until next time, protect the light of liberty in nature. Stay true, and we'll see you next month.